Hey guys, Sean here. Welcome to the F1 Word and to another launch reaction. On Monday, McLaren revealed the MCL35M and today it was all about AlphaTauri. 2 down, 8 to go. So here is the AT02 and yes, it looks absolutely stunning. I must stress, as I always do with these videos, that this is just the launch spec car and there will absolutely be changes by the time the team starts testing, and probably even between the end of testing and the first race in Bahrain. Now, I was expecting this livery to be the same, to be honest, and that would have been fine by me because I absolutely loved last year's look. I don't know what it was, I just liked its simplicity and the clean look of that design, but there's just something about this one that I think I prefer. Sure, that could be a bit of recency bias or whatever you want to call it because, well, it's new, but my initial reaction is that it is an improvement over last year's look, and by the way, it definitely looks better in the real photos than it does in the renders. They've got that one wrong somehow. So who knows, it might even look even better out on track. And yeah, the white rims just finish it off so nicely. I'm a big fan of those. And it's not a million miles away again, is it, from some of the old BMW liveries we've seen in the past? And they are liveries that I've always been a massive fan of. I'm also, on the subject of being big fans of things, a big fan of the new driver overalls as well. Very, very nice indeed. When it comes to the technical changes, again, I'm not going to pour through all of this because this is only the launch spec car and it's pretty irrelevant at this stage. But I will just do a quick side-by-side of last year's versus this year's car so you can see how AlphaTauri have interpreted the new rules around the floor. It does look as though they've gone a slightly different direction to what we saw from McLaren on Monday. And elsewhere, there is also a new nose and changes to the suspension, which is where the team chose to focus its attention this year. And that is where their development tokens went. But ultimately, we'll see what it looks like when it gets to Bahrain at the end of next month. And I'm sure there are plenty of more technically minded people out there who will pore over it properly and find 1,000,001 things I've missed. Before I give a few of my thoughts on the team's upcoming season, here is what the drivers had to say about the new car and what they are aiming for this year.
What is good with this team is we know exactly where are our weaknesses, what are our strengths. And it's quite objective, you know, we don't try to hide it. So everybody is aware, everybody is trying to push in the right direction. I think they have found a couple of interesting things, which obviously we need to confirm during testing. But all in all, I think the team is really improving year after year. And also the way we work together, the working relationship is really good. I hope that we can put this into good results next year. Yeah.
For me, I don't make a goal usually before the season. I just focus by race, and now I'm focusing for Bahrain test, turn 1 braking zone. So I don't make goal, but maybe I will say, just like I say, get a point as much as possible. Of course, my target will be like a podium, but yeah, just for me now, push hard and adapt the car as much as possible.
Just looking ahead to the team's season then, I'm not really sure what to expect. It's a team I always struggle to place in terms of its end goal, and that's something we've discussed before on stream. Is it just about giving youngsters a chance and helping Red Bull out? Or is there an aspiration to go further? I mean, don't get me wrong, of course they want to win, and they certainly do have more freedom now than they used to do and more independence than, say, 5 years ago. But ultimately, AlphaTauri is still Red Bull's junior team. I went with P7 in my predictions and I doubt much will change my mind on that one if I'm being quite frank. I mean, don't get me wrong, it would be awesome to see a charge for top 5 or something, but I just don't see that coming. I am, though, really looking forward to seeing how Yuki Tsunoda gets on this year, and whilst I'm not convinced he will beat Gasly over the course of a full season, his first full season, I think he will give the Frenchman a bit more of a run for his money than perhaps some might think. He seems to have some seriously good raw speed, and last year, despite it being his rookie season, Tsunoda finished P3 in the F2 Championship, was only 15 points off champion Mick Schumacher. Seriously impressive and so much potential as well. He's an exciting young driver and I can't wait to see what he can do, and that battle with Gasly has the potential to be so much fun to watch. I said it last week as well, I think this is a big year for Gasly in terms of his long-term future in Formula One. Unless he has a truly terrible year, he will probably be safe in that seat. But does he really want to spend his career racing for the Red Bull Junior team, knowing he's likely not going to get a shot with the main team again, and will be first out when the next young talent is ready to be brought through? That might sound really harsh, but even with more independence, it's the way the team has always operated. So for Gasly, build on the impressive season he had last time out, keep turning those heads, and maybe we'll see him move on and maybe even move up the grid for 2022. Honestly though, I'm really looking forward to seeing how it all works out between Tsunoda and Gasly, and I think there could be some surprises. To round it all off then, or summarise, whatever you want to say, I love it. I really do. It is such a nice livery, and I think I prefer it to last season. I'm still not 100% sold on that one, and it may well be all because it's just a new paint job. We all love something new. But last year's AlphaTauri livery was my favourite one on the grid, so I'm not 100% sure yet, but I think I prefer it. Whichever way I look at it though, it is such a good looking car, so I guess win-win. That is it for this launch reaction though, but you can, as always, let me know your thoughts on AlphaTauri's new car down in the comment section. And what are you expecting in the battle between Gasly and Tsunoda? Who do you think will come out on top? Now, I will be back on Monday with some reaction to the we've done the AlphaTauri launch. There's so many A's on the grid. Should we try that again, Sean? Why not? Now, I will be back on Monday with some reaction to the Alfa Romeo launch. But in the meantime, if you did enjoy this video, then please do drop a like, as it really helps out the channel. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. But as ever, thank you for watching. I've been Sean, this has been the F1 Word, and until next time, goodbye.